My Survivor experience, I guess to sum it up, has been way more than I ever even thought. I mean, my benchmark was already really high. I knew it was going to be exciting. I knew that I would get to meet so many great people and be able to challenge myself. And I knew that going into it. But I honestly, even at the roughest, darkest moments, I still felt like I always had a smile on my face. And I knew that, it was sort of temporary. And if I could get through it, then I could, I don't know, like make my mom proud, make myself proud. And so, when you're starving and you're having to strategize constantly and you're waking up and it's hard and it can be very difficult. But I don't know, I feel like the whole Survivor experience as a whole, for me it went by so quickly because every single moment counts. Every single thought, every single sentence, every single gesture, you know, you could lose a challenge by 1 second, So really, like, even sense of time was so skewed. And I don't know, it was just for me a huge, huge gift. And, I wouldn't trade it for the world. And it's something that you can't really verbalize and have someone understand it. You really have to experience it yourself. So, I'm just, it blew my mind in so many different avenues. And it's just hard to generalize, but it was outstanding. It was absolutely outstanding. Being with my mom was interesting because I did play against her and I also played with her. So towards the beginning, I could develop my own relationships on an opposite tribe. And then come tribe swap, we could play together and we could sort of blend our alliances and our ideas. And we've always been, me and my mom we never fight really, and we always tend to agree. And so this was a chance for us to do something together, and play a game together. And, you know, there were some times where we were at odds, but we trust each other. And it was it was interesting because when we play with or against one another, it's usually on a smaller scale. We'll play backgammon or we'll play cards, and it's not for $1 million, and it's definitely not in front of millions of viewers. So there's a lot of pressure, and I think that we both learned a lot about our relationship as a mother and daughter, and a lot about each other individually. And I just have so much more respect for her than I already did. I mean, I had loads of respect for my mom and idolize her. I really do. And so after this whole experience, it's just heightened so much more. And, she thought that getting a little older would make her weaker, more of a target, but she's still in the game and I'm not. I definitely was the rookie. I made it further than I thought I would, but she's still the most amazing woman I've met. And so to be able to play Survivor with her was a really special experience. And we've hiked Machu Picchu. We've done really fun things together, but this has taken the cake. And parts weren't easy. The Redemption Island and then the duel was difficult. It was hard to see her get upset because she beat me. And that was one-on-one challenge where she beat me and I had to go home. So I knew it was hard for her, and she cried, and she felt bad, but it was really kind of a sweet moment for us too, because at the end of it we smiled and hugged, and we knew that this whole thing has been really special. So I mean, we're just adding this to the list of fun things that we've been able to do together. One thing I would have done differently is maybe been a little more of an aggressive player, because I don't really like conflict, but I think there's a time and a place where you do need to raise questions and maybe sell yourself in a way. And I think I saw that with Hayden. Hayden was always easygoing, but he knew he was on the chopping block this past tribal, and he gave it whatever he could to hang on to the game, and just threw everything out there at tribal. He said before he went, he said, "I'm gonna blow tribal up tonight," and he did, and it kept him in the game. It really did. And I feel like there's a thin line though. You can't be overtly aggressive because then you become a target, and then you start stirring the pot and people want you out. But if you're too passive, then people don't really respect you as a player. You just become another, well, get them out. What are they really doing? You know what I mean? So I think that there's kind of this gray area that's good to kind of oscillate between the two when you need to. But I kind of wish that maybe I would have been a little more aggressive. I think Hayden did a good job of that last tribal, and I saw that, and I thought, not that it may would have kept me in the game, because the decision I made, I'm glad I made the decision to vote the way we did with Sierra. But I think that's just my honest opinion of maybe my game.